Jill Duggar, best known for her appearances on TLC's Counting On, is no stranger to public attention, but recently, Jill's life took an unexpected turn. On February 13, 2025, she found herself involved in a terrifying car accident, an event that would change her family's routine for a while, causing concern among fans and followers. In this video, we will dive into the incident, explore Jill's recovery process, and discuss the legal and personal implications of such an ordeal. Let's start by looking at the details of the accident. The incident took place when Jill and her children were involved in a crash with an unlicensed driver. The shocking details surfaced when Jill shared the aftermath on her Instagram page. She showed images of the damaged vehicle, thanking her family for their support and expressing gratitude for not having been seriously hurt. But despite the relief, Jill's post revealed that she is grappling with chronic pain due to the crash, making her situation much more complex than it seemed at first. In her heartfelt post, Jill shared, "I'm grateful things with the accident didn't turn out worse. I'm thankful for foot rubs, lovely roses from all my boys, my hubby's home-cooked steak, and being able to focus on recovery." This message reflects the positive mindset she's trying to maintain, but there's much more behind her words. Let's break down the emotional and physical impact this accident had on Jill and her family. For those who follow Jill's life closely, this accident is another hurdle in what has already been a challenging journey. Fans have watched Jill grow from a young reality star into a dedicated wife and mother, and many know her to be open about her struggles, whether they're related to her faith, family life, or health. In recent years, Jill has distanced herself from the strict Duggar family guidelines, making headlines for asserting her own voice. Despite this, she has always maintained a strong connection with her followers, regularly sharing snippets of her life. Through these updates, we can see how Jill's life has evolved, from being a young mother navigating motherhood with her husband, Derek, to now handling significant health issues following the crash. It's clear that she has faced challenges head-on, but chronic pain after the accident could be a major setback, and Jill has openly expressed how it affects her daily routine. After an accident like Jill's, chronic pain is often a lingering issue. While some injuries heal quickly, others require long-term management. Chronic pain can come from a range of factors, including soft tissue damage, spinal misalignments, and even emotional trauma. The pain can affect not just the individual, but their family and lifestyle. Jill's openness about her recovery may help others who are experiencing similar difficulties. Chronic pain can result from a variety of factors, even after what may seem like a minor accident. In Jill's case, it's possible that soft tissue damage or whiplash from the crash is contributing to her discomfort. For many individuals, healing from these types of injuries requires consistent physical therapy, rest, and sometimes even long-term medication to manage the pain. Despite these challenges, Jill has continued to prioritize her family. Her children, whom she shares with Derek, are often seen in her posts, full of energy and curiosity. Jill's focus remains on nurturing them through this difficult time, making sure that their routines aren't disrupted too much. It's clear that, for Jill, family comes first, even as she navigates her own recovery. Speaking of her family, Jill is fortunate to have Derek, who is not only her husband, but also a trained attorney. Derek's legal expertise is particularly valuable as they navigate the potential legal repercussions of the crash. This brings us to an important topic: what happens when you are in an accident involving an unlicensed driver? Accidents involving unlicensed drivers are complex. In some cases, the driver may not be able to pay for damages or injuries, and insurance may be insufficient. In situations like Jill's, where the driver was unlicensed, it becomes even more critical to assess the insurance coverage and the driver's history. Legal steps may include filing a lawsuit, pursuing compensation for damages, and working through liability issues. In many states, laws can vary, and legal representation becomes crucial. We can imagine that this experience has been difficult for Jill and Derek to process. But with Derek's legal training, Jill likely feels more secure knowing that they can approach this matter strategically. In fact, Jill has mentioned that her husband's legal expertise has given her peace of mind as they figure out their next steps. Legal proceedings after an accident can be overwhelming, but Derek's experience likely plays a crucial role in helping them make informed decisions. The first step would likely be assessing the damage and injuries sustained, followed by filing an insurance claim. Next, if the other driver is unlicensed, they might need to pursue legal action through civil court. In many cases, individuals seek compensation for medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering, as well as emotional distress. While the family works through these legalities, Jill has also been sharing moments of hope and light. Whether it's a fun indoor gardening activity or cooking dinner together, she has made sure her children remain at the center of everything. It's these little joys that keep her grounded during such a tough time. Jill's fans have been incredibly supportive since the accident. As we know, Jill has a strong online presence, and her followers are always eager to offer support, encouragement, and advice. Comments like, "We're praying for you," and "Take your time to heal," are just a small example of the vast support she's received. Fans admire Jill's authenticity and transparency, which have made her one of the most relatable Duggar family members. In moments like these, family truly becomes the backbone of strength. Jill and Derek's partnership has proven to be an anchor for them both, allowing them to weather challenges together. In Jill's words, having Derek by her side has made all the difference, and it's clear that their bond has been strengthened even more throughout this ordeal. Through this difficult experience, we see how resilience, family support, and faith can help overcome the toughest of circumstances. Jill Duggar-Dillard's journey after the crash is far from over, but with her family's love and Derek's legal guidance, it's clear that she is on the road to recovery. The Duggar family has been one of the most controversial families in reality TV history. From their hit show 19 Kids and Counting to their dramatic fall from grace, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar have remained at the center of public scrutiny. But when Prime Video released the explosive docuseries Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets, the Duggars didn't stay silent. They fired back, slamming the series for what they claim is a misrepresentation of their family and faith. But what's the real story? Today, we're diving deep into Jim, Bob, and Michelle's reaction, what they said about the docuseries, and the secrets that Shiny Happy People exposed. This isn't just a simple disagreement. It's a battle between a once-beloved reality TV family and the truth that some former insiders claim has been buried for years. Before we dive into the controversy, let's take a step back and look at how the Duggar family rose to fame. It all started with 19 Kids and Counting, which aired on TLC in 2008. The show followed Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar and their large, conservative Christian family as they navigated daily life. With their strict modesty rules, homeschooling lifestyle, and emphasis on faith, they captivated audiences worldwide. But their reality TV empire wasn't just entertainment. It was a platform for their deeply held religious beliefs. The Duggars were closely tied to the Institute in Basic Life Principles, or IBLP, founded by Bill Gothard. The show subtly promoted these ideals, painting a picture of a wholesome, God-fearing family. However, behind the scenes, cracks began to form. Things started to unravel in 2015 when reports surfaced that the eldest Duggar son, Josh, had been involved in disturbing allegations dating back to his teenage years. TLC quickly canceled 19 Kids and Counting, but the family attempted to move forward with a spin-off, CountingOn. Despite their efforts to maintain their wholesome image, more scandals emerged. Josh Duggar was later convicted of possessing child abuse material, a crime that led to his 12-year prison sentence. the family was forced to face the reality that their carefully curated image had been shattered. And this is where Shiny Happy People comes in, exposing not just Josh's crimes, but also the allegedly toxic teachings of the IBLP and the Duggar family's role in perpetuating them. When Prime Video released Shiny Happy People, it pulled back the curtain on the Duggar family's seemingly perfect world. The series featured former Duggar family members, including Jill Duggar-Dillard, who spoke out about the strict rules, fear-based teachings, and control she experienced while growing up. Jill revealed that she and her husband, Derek Dillard, were not compensated fairly for their time on 19 Kids and Counting, and that her father, Jim Bob, maintained financial control over the family's TV earnings. Other former IBLP members described the organization as a cult-like institution that enabled abuse and covered up wrongdoing. But the biggest bombshell: the claim that Jim Bob Duggar used his family's fame to protect their reputation, even at the expense of his own children's well-being. After the release of Shiny Happy People, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar wasted no time responding. In a strongly worded statement, they slammed the docuseries, claiming it was sensationalized and filled with lies and half-truths. The recent documentary does not accurately reflect who we are or what we believe. It is an attack on our faith, our family, and everything we hold dear. But their response didn't stop there. Jim Bob reportedly reached out to family members, urging them to stay silent and not participate in media interviews. However, some, like Jill and Jinger Duggar, have continued to distance themselves from their parents' strict ideology. As of today, the Duggar family remains divided. While Jim Bob and Michelle continue to defend their lifestyle, many of their adult children have begun speaking out or stepping away from the strict teachings of their upbringing. Jinger Duggar has been vocal about her departure from IBLP teachings, calling them fear-based and unbiblical. Meanwhile, Jill Duggar-Dillard has shared her struggles with setting boundaries with her parents and healing from her past. Josh Duggar remains in prison, and the family rarely speaks about him publicly. Meanwhile, Shiny Happy People continues to spark discussions about religious extremism, reality TV exploitation, and the dangers of unchecked authority. So, where does this leave the Duggar family? Will they ever return to television? Or has Shiny Happy People permanently changed how the public views them? One thing is for sure: their once unshakable image has been permanently altered, and the truth is still unfolding.